The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Every great achievement, every life-altering moment, starts with a single step. It may seem insignificant at first, but that small step is the foundation of everything that comes after. For Sarah, that step would change her life forever. Sarah sat at her desk, staring at the glowing screen of her computer. She was 28 years old, stuck in a job that drained her, surrounded by people who barely knew her name. She was intelligent, ambitious, and capable, but every day felt like she was living someone else's life. Her dreams of becoming an entrepreneur, of traveling the world, of making a real difference in the lives of others, those dreams felt distant, like something someone else would get to do, not her. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. The idea of starting something new terrified Sarah. What if she failed? What if people laughed at her? But then, a thought echoed in her mind. The only way to predict the future is to create it. It was that thought that pushed Sarah to take that first step, no matter how small. She decided to take the leap. She walked into her boss's office and handed in her resignation letter. That was the first step. The next day, Sarah sat in a cafe, notebook open in front of her, trying to figure out what she was doing. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. She didn't have a business plan or a grand idea just yet, but she had a vision. She knew what she wanted: freedom, fulfillment, and to help others live their best lives, too. But the uncertainty was overwhelming. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. The fear of failing, of looking foolish, was suffocating. But Sarah understood something her past self didn't. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. She couldn't let fear stop her. She started small. She created a simple blog. She shared her thoughts on entrepreneurship, on living authentically, and on personal growth. Every day she wrote. Every day she put herself out there. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Build the door yourself. Her blog gained traction, and soon, people began reaching out, asking for advice, offering support, and sharing their own dreams. Months passed, and Sarah's blog evolved. It became more than just a platform for her to share her thoughts. It became a community. People from all walks of life found inspiration in her words. She started to receive messages from readers who had taken the leap themselves, who had followed their own dreams, and were now living lives they had only imagined before. The fear of failure had not disappeared, but it no longer controlled her. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Every day, Sarah took another step forward. Even the setbacks became part of her journey. She learned from them, adjusted, and kept going. 1 year later, Sarah was standing at a podium, speaking to a room full of people at an entrepreneurship conference. She looked out at the crowd, knowing she had come so far from where she started. The room was filled with aspiring entrepreneurs, some of them nervous, others uncertain. She had once been them, standing at the edge, afraid to take that first step. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Sarah had created her own future. She had built something from nothing, and it wasn't perfect, but it was hers. She wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. When the event ended, a young woman approached Sarah. "I've been following your blog for months," she said. "Your story inspired me to leave my job and pursue my own dream. Thank you for showing me that it's possible." Sarah smiled and said, "The journey may be long, but every step brings you closer to who you're meant to be." Sarah didn't have all the answers, but she had found something priceless: the courage to take that first step. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful.